Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to speak on a subject that holds great power: the words we speak over our lives. Words are not mere sounds that escape our lips. They are vessels of power, carrying the authority to shape destinies, alter circumstances, and birth miracles. Too often, we underestimate the significance of our speech and the profound impact it has on the trajectory of our lives. You see, the tongue is a small member of the body, yet it wields the power to steer the course of our existence. Just as a rudder guides a mighty ship through the vast ocean, our words navigate us through the journey of life. What we speak, whether in faith or fear, has the power to build or to break, to bless or to curse, to uplift or to tear down. And so I urge you today to embrace the divine principle of speaking blessing upon yourself. In a world filled with doubt and negativity, it is easy to fall into the habit of speaking words of defeat. We often declare, "I'm not good enough, I will never succeed," or "nothing ever goes right for me." But I ask you, are these words rooted in truth? Or are they merely reflections of fear and insecurity? When we allow such words to flow from our mouths, we unknowingly invite defeat into our lives. We limit our potential, hinder our progress, and diminish the very blessings that God intends for us. But my friends, there is a higher way. There is a divine truth that can transform your life from one of struggle to one of victory. That truth is this: the words you speak in faith have the power to unlock the blessings of heaven. When you declare, "I am blessed, I am favored, I am strong, and I am victorious," you align yourself with the promises of God and open the door for His divine favor to flow into your life. Consider the great men and women of faith who walked before us. They understood the power of their words. When David stood before Goliath, he did not speak words of fear. He declared, "This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands." His words were not rooted in arrogance, but in faith. He spoke the blessing of victory before it manifested in the natural, and God honored his words. Abraham, the father of faith, was called the father of many nations long before he ever held a son in his arms. Yet he believed in the promise of God and spoke in alignment with that promise. He did not waver in doubt, but declared that which was not as though it were, and in due time the promise became reality. My friends, this same principle applies to you and me today. When you rise each morning, speak words of blessing over your life. Declare, "I am healthy, I am whole, I am filled with wisdom and strength, I am walking in divine favor. Doors of opportunity are opening before me. I am a vessel of love, kindness, and peace." When you speak such words, you are planting seeds of faith that will bear fruit in your life. Do not allow the voices of doubt and fear to take root in your heart. The enemy seeks to fill your mind with lies, that you are unworthy, unloved, and incapable. But those are not the words that your Creator has spoken over you. For He has said, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." He has declared, "You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath." When you choose to speak blessing upon yourself, you are not denying reality. You are not ignoring the challenges that surround you. Rather, you are choosing to align your words with the higher truth of God's promises. You are declaring victory in the face of adversity. You are speaking life to your dreams, strength to your body, and peace to your soul. I have seen countless lives transformed by this simple yet profound principle. I have witnessed those who were bound by addiction speak words of freedom and experience deliverance. I have seen the sick declare healing and watch their bodies be restored. I have seen the brokenhearted proclaim joy and find peace that surpasses understanding. My dear friends, there is power in your tongue. There is power in the words you release into the atmosphere. When you speak blessing upon yourself, you are not merely uttering empty phrases. You are activating the supernatural power of faith. You are releasing the hand of God to move on your behalf. So I challenge you today, guard your words. Speak with intention. Speak with faith. Speak with authority. When negative thoughts arise, do not give them a voice. Instead, counter them with words of truth. When fear whispers, you will fail, boldly declare, I am more than a conqueror. When doubt says you will never achieve your dreams, respond with confidence. With God, all things are possible. And let us not limit these blessings to ourselves alone. Speak blessing over your family, your children, your friends, and your community. Declare that your household is filled with love and unity. Proclaim that your children are wise and successful. Speak peace over your workplace and prosperity over your endeavors. In doing so, you become not only a recipient of blessing, but a channel through which blessings flow to others. Your words have the power to shift atmospheres, to break chains, and to open doors that no man can shut. My friends, the time has come for us to rise above the voices of doubt and defeat. The time has come for us to speak life, to declare victory, and to walk in the fullness of our God-given potential. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a child of the Most High God. You are an overcomer. You are blessed and highly favored. You are destined for greatness. Speak it, believe it, walk in it. And as you walk this journey of faith, do not be discouraged by the circumstances that may seem contrary to the words you are speaking. For the power of blessing is not rooted in what you see with your natural eyes, but in the unseen realm of faith. When you declare, I am healed, even while the pain still lingers, you are not denying reality. You are declaring a higher reality. You are calling forth what God has already promised. When you say, I am prosperous, though your bank account may be empty, you are speaking in alignment with the promise that God will supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. You see, our words are like seeds planted in the soil of faith. When a farmer plants seeds, he does not immediately see the harvest. There is a process of growth that takes place beneath the surface. The soil must be watered, the sunlight must reach it, time must pass. But the farmer does not give up. He continues to nurture the seed, knowing that in due season the harvest will come. Likewise, when you speak blessing over yourself, you are planting seeds of faith in the soul of your heart. At first, you may not see the results. The enemy may try to discourage you. The world may mock you. But if you remain steadfast and continue to speak words of life, the harvest will come. I urge you today, do not speak what you feel, speak what you believe. Do not speak what you see, speak what God has promised. For when you declare his promises, you are activating his power to move in your life. Think of Joshua and the walls of Jericho. God instructed him to march around the walls for 7 days, and on the seventh day to shout with a mighty voice. In the natural, it made no sense. The walls were fortified. The enemy was strong. Yet Joshua obeyed, and when he and the people of Israel lifted their voices in faith, the walls came crashing down. In the same way, when you speak words of blessing and victory, you are releasing a sound that has the power to break down the walls of fear, sickness, and lack in your life. Your words become a weapon in the spiritual realm, tearing down strongholds and opening doors that no man can shut. I have met individuals who have walked through unimaginable trials, sickness, loss, betrayal, yet they refused to allow their circumstances to dictate their words. They spoke life when death surrounded them. They declared peace in the midst of chaos. They proclaimed joy in the face of sorrow. And in time, the power of their words turned their situations around. You may be facing a battle today. Perhaps it's a struggle in your health, your finances, or your relationships. I want to encourage you, do not speak defeat. Do not speak fear. Do not speak lack. Instead, declare, I am healed. I am whole. I am blessed. I am favored. I am victorious. When you speak such words, you are not relying on your own strength. You are tapping into the limitless power of Almighty God. You are inviting his favor, his provision, and his supernatural intervention into your life. There will be moments when the enemy will try to fill your mind with lies. He will whisper, you're not worthy. You're a failure. You will never overcome. But when those thoughts come, you must rise up in faith and boldly declare, I am a child of God. I am redeemed. I am chosen. I am anointed. I am destined for greatness. Speak it when you wake up in the morning. Speak it as you go through your day. Speak it over your family, your career, your dreams. For the words you speak in faith today will shape the reality you walk in tomorrow. Many people live their entire lives under the weight of negative words spoken over them. Words from parents, teachers, or even their own inner voice. You'll never amount to anything. You're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. But I want to tell you today, those words do not define you. What God says about you is what defines you. And He says, you are loved, you are chosen, you are victorious, you are blessed. It is time to break free from the chains of negative words. It is time to replace the lies of the enemy with the truth of God's word. When you declare, I am strong, strength begins to rise within you. When you say, I am free, the chains of bondage begin to fall. When you proclaim, I am blessed, doors of opportunity begin to open. My friends, you are not limited by your past. You are not defined by your failures. You are not bound by the opinions of others. You are a child of the Most High God. His favor is upon you. His hand is guiding you. His Spirit is within you. And because of that, you can speak blessing upon yourself with boldness and confidence. Even when the world says it's impossible, you can declare, with God, all things are possible. Even when the doctor says, there's no hope, you can proclaim, by His stripes I am healed. Even when your bank account says, you're broke, you can speak in faith, my God shall supply all my needs. Let your words be filled with faith. Let your speech reflect the greatness of the God you serve. For when you speak blessing upon yourself, you are not merely speaking into the air, you are speaking into your destiny. You are setting things in motion in the spiritual realm. You are releasing the favor of God. You are unlocking doors that have been closed for years. So I ask you today, what are you speaking over your life? Are you declaring defeat, or are you speaking victory? Are you proclaiming lack, or are you declaring abundance? Are you speaking fear, or are you confessing faith? My friends, the words you speak today will shape the reality you walk in tomorrow. Speak life, speak blessing, speak victory. Speak with boldness, for heaven itself responds to the voice of faith. When you speak blessing upon yourself, you are not speaking as the world speaks. You are not limited by human understanding or bound by the natural laws of this world. You are speaking from a position of divine authority as a child of God, an heir to His promises, and a vessel of His power. When you say, I am blessed, you are activating blessings that have already been prepared for you in the heavenly realm. When you declare, I am strong, strength begins to flow from the throne of grace into your body, mind, and spirit. When you proclaim, I am victorious, the forces of darkness tremble and the angels of heaven are dispatched to fight on your behalf. You may ask, but what if I don't feel blessed? What if my circumstances don't reflect what I am speaking? I tell you, that is precisely the time to speak blessing. For faith is not based on feelings. Faith is based on the eternal, unchanging Word of God. Your words are like a key that unlocks the door to God's promises. When the prophet Ezekiel stood in the valley of dry bones, God asked him, can these bones live? In the natural, there was no life, no hope, no future. But God told Ezekiel to prophesy, to speak life to the dry bones. And as he spoke, the bones began to come together. Flesh and sinews formed, and breath entered them. What once was dead was brought to life through the power of spoken words. In the same way, you may be standing in a valley of dry bones today. Your dreams may seem dead. Your health may be failing, your relationships may be broken, but I tell you, speak life, speak blessing, speak restoration, and watch as God breathes new life into your situation. Declare, I am healed even when the symptoms persist. Declare, I am free even when addiction tries to hold you captive. Declare, I am favored even when doors seem closed. For your words have creative power. In the book of Genesis, we read that God created the heavens and the earth by speaking. He said, let there be light, and light appeared. He said, "Let the waters be gathered and the seas were formed." My friends, you are made in the image of that same God, and just as He spoke creation into existence, you have been given the authority to speak life, victory, and blessing over your world. The enemy knows this truth, which is why he works tirelessly to fill your mind with doubt and your mouth with negative words. He knows that if he can control your speech, he can control your destiny. But today I declare that the lies of the enemy are broken. From this day forward, you will speak words of faith. You will declare God's promises. You will speak blessing over yourself, your family, your health, your finances, and your future. When you rise in the morning, do not speak defeat. Do not say, "I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm not capable." No, speak life. Say, "I am full of energy, I am filled with wisdom, I am walking in divine strength. I am anointed for this day." When you face challenges, do not declare, "I can't handle this, it's too much for me." Instead, speak in faith. "I am more than a conqueror. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am equipped and empowered for every good work." Even in times of waiting, when it seems as though your prayers are unanswered and your dreams are delayed, do not speak words of frustration or doubt. Declare, "My breakthrough is on the way. My steps are ordered by the Lord. Every promise He has spoken will come to pass in His perfect timing." You see, what you speak in the valley will determine whether you stay in the valley or whether you rise to the mountaintop. I have met men and women who have endured great trials, poverty, sickness, rejection, and loss. Yet, in the midst of their suffering, they chose to speak words of blessing and victory. And in due season, God lifted them out of their struggles and placed them on solid ground. I remember a young man who was told he would never succeed, that he would never rise above his circumstances. But he refused to accept those words. Every day he declared, "I am destined for greatness. I am called to make a difference. God's favor surrounds me like a shield." And over time, doors of opportunity began to open. He rose to positions of leadership and influence, not because of his background or education, but because he spoke blessing over his life and activated the power of faith. My friends, the same power is available to you. Your words are shaping your future. Your declarations are building the foundation for your destiny. What you speak today will manifest in your tomorrow. If you want to see healing, speak health. If you want to see favor, speak blessing. If you want to see abundance, speak prosperity. If you want to see peace, speak it over your mind and your home. Stop cursing your future with words of defeat. Stop saying, "I'll never get out of debt. I'll never meet the right person. I'll never fulfill my purpose." Those words are like poison to your destiny. Instead, declare, "I am walking in divine provision. The right people are coming into my life. I am stepping into my God-given purpose. My best days are still ahead of me." Do not wait for circumstances to change before you speak blessing. Speak blessing now. Speak it in faith. Speak it with boldness. For when you speak blessing, you are not speaking from your limited strength. You're speaking from the limitless authority of heaven. And when heaven hears your words of faith, angels are dispatched, doors are opened, and miracles are set in motion. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you today, your words have power. Your tongue holds the key to life and death. Choose life. Choose blessing. Choose to speak victory over yourself and your future. And watch as the goodness of God unfolds before your eyes. When you speak blessing upon yourself, you are not merely uttering empty words, you are releasing divine authority into the atmosphere. You are aligning your spirit with the will of God and declaring, "Let it be done on earth as it is in heaven." You see, heaven operates by faith. God Himself operates by faith. When He formed the universe, He did not simply think it into existence. He spoke it. He said, "Let there be light," and light burst forth. He called the stars by name. He spoke creation into being. And the same creative power that flowed from the mouth of God has been placed within you and me. This is why the scripture says, "Life and death are in the power of the tongue." Many people live their entire lives defeated, not because of their circumstances, but because of the words they continually speak over themselves. They say, I'll never get ahead. And they wonder why doors of opportunity never open. They say, I'm always sick. And they wonder why their body never fully recovers. They say, I'm not smart enough, talented enough, or blessed enough. And they wonder why they never experience breakthrough. But I'm here to tell you today, you can change the trajectory of your life by changing the words that come out of your mouth. If you want to walk in victory, you must begin speaking victory. If you want to see miracles, you must begin declaring miracles. If you want to experience favor, you must begin confessing, I am favored, I am blessed, I am anointed, I am chosen for such a time as this. My friends, this is not wishful thinking. This is not some empty positive mindset. This is a spiritual law that was established by Almighty God from the foundation of the world. When you speak in faith, you are activating heaven's power. You are calling forth things that do not yet exist as though they already do. You may say, but I don't feel blessed. I don't feel strong. I don't feel victorious. It's not about how you feel. It's about what you believe. Faith is not based on feelings. Faith is based on truth. When David stood before Goliath, he didn't feel like a mighty warrior. He was just a shepherd boy. But he didn't speak defeat. He didn't say, I'm too small. I'm too inexperienced. I'm not capable. No, David declared, this day the Lord will deliver you into my hands. He spoke victory before he ever saw it. And because he spoke it in faith, God brought it to pass. In the same way, when you declare, I am healed, you may still feel the pain in your body. When you say, I am prosperous, your bank account may still be empty. When you proclaim, I am blessed and highly favored, the circumstances around you may seem to suggest otherwise. But my friends, faith is not moved by what is seen. Faith speaks what God has promised. And when you speak blessing in faith, heaven responds. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've seen people who were bound by addiction declare, I am free, and suddenly chains were broken. I've seen men and women who were told they would never walk again declare, I am healed, and watch their bodies be restored. I've seen families on the brink of collapse declare, our home is filled with peace, unity, and love, and God supernaturally brought reconciliation. I remember a woman who came to one of our meetings. She had been battling depression for years. She said, I've tried everything. Counseling, medication, and therapy, but nothing seemed to work. I looked her in the eye and said, have you spoken blessing over your mind? Have you declared peace over your soul? Have you spoken joy over your heart? She said, no. I've only spoken about how broken I feel, how heavy my spirit is, and how hopeless my situation seems. I said, from this day forward, I want you to declare every morning, I have the mind of Christ. I am filled with joy unspeakable. I am walking in perfect peace. Depression has no hold on me. She began to do exactly that. At first, she didn't feel any different, but she kept speaking blessing day after day. She declared God's promises. And within a few weeks, she came back with tears streaming down her face and said, the heaviness is lifted. The depression is gone. My mind is free. My heart is full of joy. My friends, that's the power of speaking blessing. When you speak it, you release it. When you declare it, you possess it. You cannot speak defeat and expect victory. You cannot speak sickness and expect healing. You cannot speak lack and expect abundance. You must begin to declare what God has already spoken over your life. Declare, I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am blessed in the city and blessed in the field. Everything I touch prospers and succeeds. Declare, my body is healthy, my mind is sharp, my spirit is strong, I walk in divine favor and supernatural strength. Declare, my children are blessed, my family is covered, my future is bright, my dreams are coming to pass. When you speak these words, you are not denying reality. You are declaring God's greater reality. You are speaking from a position of faith, not fear. You are prophesying your future. You are shaping your destiny. And heaven itself is backing your words. Oh, I feel this so strongly in my spirit today. Some of you have been stuck in the same cycle of defeat for years, not because God's blessing isn't available to you, but because your words have been limiting your breakthrough. But today is the day that changes. From this moment forward, you will speak words of life, words of blessing, words of victory. And as you do, chains will break, doors will open, mountains will move, and you will step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. I declare to you today, when you begin to speak blessing upon yourself, the atmosphere around you will begin to shift. The forces of darkness that have tried to hold you back will begin to lose their grip. The chains of fear, doubt, and limitation will be broken. You see, your words are not ordinary. Your words carry the power of heaven. When you speak in faith, you are releasing God's authority into your situation. When the prophet Joel spoke to the people of Israel, they were weak, broken, and discouraged. Yet God gave him a word to declare over them, let the weak say, I am strong. He didn't say, let the weak say, I hope I become strong one day. No, he said, let the weak say, I am strong. It was a present declaration of a future reality. And when the people began to declare strength, strength began to rise within them. In the same way, when you begin to speak blessing over yourself, your spirit will begin to rise. Your faith will begin to grow. Your circumstances will begin to align with the promises of God. I want to speak directly to those who have been battling sickness. The world may tell you that your condition is permanent, that there is no cure, that you will never recover. But I want to remind you that our God is Jehovah Rapha, the Lord who heals. And he has said in his word, by his stripes I am whole. Sickness has no power over me. My body is strong. My health is restored. Declare it not once, not twice, but daily. Declare it when you wake up in the morning and when you lay your head down at night. Speak it in the face of the pain. Speak it when the doctor's report says otherwise. Speak it when fear tries to grip your heart. For the power of life and death is in your tongue. I have seen people who are diagnosed with terminal illnesses rise up and walk in complete healing because they refused to speak defeat. They stood on the promises of God and declared, I shall live and not die. I shall declare the works of the Lord. And the God of heaven honored their faith. My friends, what you speak, you will see. If you speak fear, fear will dominate your life. If you speak failure, doors will close. If you speak lack, poverty will follow you. But if you speak blessing, blessing will chase you down. If you declare favor, favor will open doors. If you proclaim victory, victory will manifest in your life. I want to speak to those who are believing for financial breakthrough. The world says the economy is struggling, prices are rising, there's not enough to go around. But I say to you, my God shall supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. Begin to declare, I am blessed, I am prosperous. I am walking in supernatural provision. Money is coming. Doors of opportunity are opening. Debt is being canceled. Increase is coming my way. You may not see it right away, but keep speaking it. Keep planting the seed of blessing with your words. For in due season, you will reap a harvest. I've seen people who grew up in poverty, who had nothing to their name, begin to declare, I am the head and not the tail. I am blessed coming in and blessed going out. I am surrounded by God's favor. And over time, promotions came, business opportunities opened, financial breakthroughs began to flow. It wasn't because of their background. It wasn't because of their education. It was because they spoke blessing upon themselves and activated the power of God. My friends, the same can happen for you. If you want to see your children walk in righteousness, begin to declare, my children are blessed. They are filled with wisdom. They are walking in God's purpose. They are leaders and world changers. If you want to see peace in your home, begin to declare, my home is filled with love. My marriage is strong. My family is united. The presence of God dwells in this place. If you want to see your dreams come to pass, begin to declare, I am equipped, I am anointed, I am favored. Doors are opening. Divine connections are coming. What God has promised me will come to pass. Speak it when you feel it and speak it when you don't. Speak it when the circumstances are against you. Speak it when the enemy whispers lies of defeat. Speak it when fear tries to grip your heart. For when you speak blessing, you are not speaking in your own strength. You are speaking with the authority of heaven. Angels respond to the words of faith. Mountains move when you speak with boldness. Chains break when you declare God's promises. Oh, I feel this so strongly right now. Some of you have been speaking words of defeat for years. You've said, I'll never overcome. I'll never get out of this situation. I'll never be free. But today, I declare that cycle is broken. From this moment forward, you will speak blessing. You will declare, I am free. I am victorious. I am blessed. I am highly favored. I am destined for greatness. And as you do, things will begin to shift in your life. Doors that were closed will open. Healing will begin to flow. Provision will come. Strength will rise. The chains of generational curses will be broken, and you will step into the fullness of your God-given destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me today. Your words are shaping your future. Your tongue is creating the path you will walk. Choose to speak life. Choose to speak blessing. Choose to speak victory. And the God of heaven will honor your faith.